Hello and welcome to Global Spec's Industrial Marketing Digital Summit. Today's keynote presentation is titled, Proving Marketing's Value to the CEO. An industrial marketer's job has always been challenging, but it has become even more so in recent years. So what's different? Why is it business as unusual? And how can you, as an industrial marketer, prove the value and worth of your department to your CEO? Now, before introducing our speaker, we'd like to invite you to submit questions at any point during this presentation by using the Submit Question button at the base of this video console. Also, some of the presentations you will see today include detailed information, so we would encourage you to click the Download PPT button so that you can follow along with your own copy of the PowerPoint slides. Now, as the Chairman and CEO of Global Spec Incorporated, Jeffrey Colleen has more than 25 years of executive management experience in the media, information services, and internet industries. Welcome, Jeff.
Thanks so much. It's great to be here. You know, we used to talk about the world as business as usual. Well, I think it's better to describe the world today as business as unusual. If anything, these are uncertain times. Your job, our jobs, my job, it's never been more challenging. We have to do less with more, and we have to fight caution and uncertainty in our own organizations. Another thing we have to attend to in this world of business as unusual is globalization. It adds a dimension of complexity as well as uncertainty. And of course, new digital marketing channels. That's essentially why we're here today. Of course, digital is here to stay. It's the #1 channel in our markets. The challenge is which digital channel and in what combination to deploy them. That's what makes it so difficult. And of course, the need to prove ROI. ROI, proof, analytics support, it's never been more important. That's why I say it's business as unusual. And that's why marketing is vital, and it's never been more important. Marketing is the catalyst and the tool to drive growth and to stay innovative. It's relevant to your customers, it's relevant to your prospects, and it's relevant to your company. The need to grow doesn't stop. None of us are ever going to get top-line relief. Yet our marketing budgets are often cut, and innovation is scary. And that's why I believe that marketing has never been more important than ever. Today we're going to explore some digital marketing trends that on the surface might seem obvious. It's what's below the surface that makes it interesting. Now, in the beginning, as industrial marketers, these were the channels that we all used. Inside of that, there was the big three: product registers, trade magazines, trade shows. Radio was used, television was even used, and newspaper advertisements were used. But today's marketing landscape is anything but business as usual. In the continuum of time that started as recently as 15 years ago, in 1995, the world changed. Many of us thought it was a fad. Many of us thought it was a flash in the pan. If you look at 1998, that's about when Global Spec was ideated. That's also when Google came onto the scene. But if you think back, it wasn't until 2004 when Google started to monetize via AdWords. And industrial advertising has never been the same. That pace, that compression, that learning curve has done nothing but accelerate. Today it's all about social media, and look at the examples on the screen here. It's very, very tough to keep up with it. If I can, I'd like to share some data with you that I believe is significant. This data comes from the Pew Research Center from a study they conducted last August. The study was from 2,200 American adults. The survey was conducted in both English and in Spanish, and it was conducted on both landline telephones and on cell phones. And the question was How important is online to you? And as you can look at these charts, it's pervasive. It's all about email. It's all about search. It's all about getting news. It's all about buying products, both B2B and B2C. And increasingly, it's all about social networking. All of these things matter. Speaking of social networking, social media has increased marketing effectiveness for many of you. A recent McKinsey study done in December of 2010, and this is the McKinsey consulting team that you're very familiar with, started to benchmark the effectiveness and the usage of social media. The big takeaway here is that top line, where 63% of 3,200 marketing executives surveyed said it's all about supporting and levering other marketing actions. It's about driving customer satisfaction. To a degree, it's about reducing marketing costs. It's about helping increase product and service innovation. And to a lesser degree, but an important degree, it's about increasing revenue. But go back to the top of that chart. It's all about supporting and levering your interactions with your marketplace. You need to know what people are thinking about you, your products, and your brand. In our most recent Industrial Marketing Trends survey, we again validated just how essential online is in the industrial marketing equation. 93% of you, those we surveyed, said that they will maintain or increase their online marketing budgets in 2012. So be confident that you're not alone. The train has indeed left the station. Online is here. Make sure you're heavily involved, and that's what today's summit is all about. As I'm sure you know, as marketers, the notion of analytics has never been more important. We're all focused on measurement. The buzzword takes many forms: analytics, ROI, return, results, impact. When we asked you, do you use an analytics program? 65% of you said yes. That means a lot. That means it's important. And that means the rest of us should be getting on that train as well. Let me isolate a piece of advice. It's all about avoiding the last click marketing mistake. What do I mean by that? It's giving credit for a lead to the last action taken before a purchase. Now, I think we all intellectually know that in the industrial buying cycle, it's a long cycle. It's all about learning about products. It's researching. It's comparing. It's learning again. It's comparing. And it's looking at different pieces of information, different product data sheets on different channels and at different points in time. As a marketer, we always recommend you've got to be in all those places all the time, because you never know when that consumer, when that industrial marketer is going to be ready to make that purchase. So be careful and don't overcredit that last click. Let me give you a very personal example. Several weekends ago, I was ready to replace a 12-year-old barbecue. I had done all types of research online. I looked at product data sheets. I compared models. I looked for BTU strengths. I looked for accessories. I studied and I studied and I studied. And then one Saturday I was driving by my local Home Depot and I saw a big flashy sign that said grills on sale today. And I walked in. I knew what I was interested in. I knew what I wanted to buy. I knew the price point that I should pay, and I'd already done my comparison. That sign in the window, while very important, was not what motivated me to make that purchase. But it was rather the sum of all those actions and all those marketing techniques. So keep in mind that last click marketing mistake and try not to make it. Take it from me, CEOs can facilitate your success. They want you to succeed because they want their companies to succeed. The most important thing to me is growth. And today, growth is all about taking chances, taking intelligent risks, pushing the envelope on innovation, and pushing the envelope on online and digital. I look for proof. I ask my marketing department to bring me aggressive ideas, just have a business plan behind them. A piece of advice: make sure that those plans carry the goals of the organization deeply embodied in them. One thing I try to do at the beginning of every year is bring our entire organization together and say, this is the handful of things that matter most in a world where everything seems to matter. So bring me proof, and I think your CEO will welcome it. Collaborate. Collaborate with your sales teams. Collaborate with your product development teams. Collaborate with your technology teams. Collaborate with your financial executives, and collaborate with your CEO. So how can we as marketers be relevant and pertinent in this very, very challenging set of times? Well, tie marketing into company objectives, as I just mentioned. Have plans that can be measurable, that can be traced, and that can demonstrate an impact. The connection between sales and marketing has never been more important. Never forget that we as marketers are the voice of the customer. Don't be afraid to fail. Test and learn. Test and learn. Keep testing. Keep learning. And stay up to date on the trends that are impacting this world of industrial marketing that we all live in. I think you can be a marketing hero. I encourage us all to try to be. What a wonderful role that would be. Hopefully, much of what I've just said will help you not only tune your game as a marketing expert, but also as a company leader in both thought and execution. So thank you, my friends. Enjoy today's Industrial Marketing Summit. Enjoy the speakers. Enjoy the networking. Visit the booths. And stop by our Global Spec booth and learn more about our portfolio of digital media solutions. Have fun, enjoy the event, and good luck to us all.
Jeff, thanks for that informative presentation. Now, before moving on to explore the exhibit hall of this event, please take a moment to click the Take Survey button and give us your feedback on Jeff's presentation. In between educational sessions, be sure to head to the exhibit hall floor where you can visit and chat with leading companies about their products, services, and solutions. And while you're here, visit the networking lounge, where you can connect and share ideas in real time with your peers in industrial marketing. And thanks for spending some time with us today, and we'll see you back here in the conference center a little later on.